Is investing offshore a good option? Why invest offshore? It's important for you to realize that you need to diversify your portfolio. Having all your eggs in one basket generally never makes sense. To have all your investments in South Africa, where primarily the stocks that are invested in are mainly mineral resource stocks. And certainly, if one looks at it from a long-term perspective, that actually doesn't make sense. Certainly, you want to hedge against the rand depreciation. We know for a fact the South African rand has depreciated substantially post-democracy, and you want to protect your investment from a rand depreciation perspective. You also want to protect your investment from any kind of geopolitical risk. Now, that means that certainly South Africa is regarded as high risk, and you would like to take your money into more safer havens, and therefore it makes sense to move your money offshore. How do you invest offshore? Firstly, you could invest in financial institutions in South Africa who will then take your money to offshore destinations. The other way of doing it is by you investing offshore and then effectively taking that money and then investing it into offshore products. So that is when you're converting your South African rands into dollars or pound sterling or euros and then investing it offshore. How much can you invest? Generally, in an onshore, offshore investment, which means that you're investing in a financial institution in South Africa, takes your money offshore, there is no limit on the amount that you can place for the South African institution. On the other hand, if you want to convert your rands to a foreign currency and then invest it offshore, the maximum that you're permitted to take is 11 million rand per taxpayer per year. Certainly, you need South African Revenue Service permission to do that, as well as the Reserve Bank. So permission needs to be granted before you move that money offshore. That's a pretty generous allowance if you look at it in a family of 4, where you could take up to 44 million rands per year overseas. It certainly does mean that you are allowed to take out a lot of money if you wish to. What are the tax implications of the offshore investments? Certainly, South African residents are taxed on their worldwide income. From that point of view, if you've taken your money offshore and you're earning income, then that income will be subject to tax in South Africa. If you had to pay any kind of tax in a foreign destination or a foreign designation, then that amount of tax may be deducted from the tax that you're going to be paying in South Africa, and therefore you'll pay the net amount. Certainly, many of the financial institutions and insurance companies have introduced offshore endowments. Generally, they are 5-year term insurance investments. The taxes in respect of those investments are generally borne by the insurance companies, by the products they set up offshore, and you don't have to worry about the tax. Just to introduce Garage Corporation. Garage Corporation is a multidisciplinary financial and fiduciary advisory practice with highly skilled professionals. We have chartered accountants, lawyers, tax consultants, certified financial planners, all under one roof to advise you on your financial and fiduciary advisory matters. Our service offering covers tax, insurance, investments, wills, trusts, deceased estates, and accounting. We have offices in Durban as well as in Johannesburg. Our contact details are shown on the slide. Our consultants await your call or your mail. Thank you.